2003, a small town in Texas, United States of America. John Miller was an ordinary man, 27 years old, a loving husband and a proud father to a little boy. He never wanted fame, never wanted glory, all he wanted was a peaceful life for his family. One quiet evening, the television showed scenes of war in Iraq, explosions, soldiers, fear, and sacrifice. That night John asked himself a question that changed his life forever. If I don't stand up today, what kind of country will my son grow up in? By sunrise, he had made his decision. The airport was silent but heavy with emotion. John's wife Sarah tried to stay strong, but tears kept falling. Their little boy didn't understand what war meant. John knelt down, looked into his son's eyes and said, "Daddy is going to protect people." The boy asked softly, "Daddy, will you come back?" John hugged him tightly, holding on as long as he could. The plane took off, and a family was left behind, waiting and praying. Iraq was nothing like the movies. Dust filled the air, gunfire echoed through the nights, and fear lived in every shadow. On his very first night, John watched a young soldier die beside him. The boy was only 19 years old. That was the moment John understood the truth of war. This was real, and anyone could die. In the middle of chaos, friendships were formed quickly. John's closest friend was Mike Rivers. They shared meals, shared fear, and shared dreams of going home alive. One afternoon during a routine patrol, everything changed. A sudden explosion, an IED, smoke everywhere. When the dust settled, John screamed one name again and again, Mike. But there was no answer. That day, John didn't just lose a friend, he lost a part of himself. Then came the most dangerous mission of all. A small village, civilians trapped, enemy forces closing in. There was no backup, ammunition was low, and the radio was dead. John had a choice, run and survive or stay and save innocent lives. He chose to stay. He used his own body to shield terrified children. Gunshots echoed through the air. John collapsed to the ground, bleeding. The civilians survived. John woke up in a military hospital surrounded by machines and silence. Doctors said he might never walk again. The pain was unbearable, the nights were long, and hope felt distant. But John refused to surrender. Weeks turned into months, therapy after therapy, step by painful step. One day, he stood up on his own. His first words were simple, "I want to go home." The airport appeared once again, but this time everything was different. A little boy ran through the crowd shouting, "Daddy." John dropped to his knees and held his son tightly. This time, he didn't hide his tears. John never wanted to be a hero, but he became one. Because some people win wars with weapons, and some win wars with sacrifice. Freedom is never free, someone always pays the price.